What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Scooby Doo, man. Today is today is Friday. Uh Man, I got a lot on my mind I want to talk to you about today, man, but tell you, been going through several situations, man. But first one I want to talk to is to my young people that's getting into this trucking industry. I want you to think long and hard before you make that decision, man. Please think about this before you get into it. Because one thing I want you to understand that it's easy to get your CDLs if you can pass the written test and the road exam. And now even if you can pass the written test and don't pass, send you out with a trainer. So you're going out with a trainer. So it's still easy to get your CDL. But you can lose them in a matter of a second, man. I mean, think about it now. You paying all this money back to a company that you're going to work for, and you're signing a contract that you'll stay with them for a year. And if you don't, you owe them $10,000-$12,000 for the CDLs. If you go to a school, you probably gonna owe them probably about the same if you quit them. So it's a lot to think about out here, people, before you get these CDLs. It's a lot goes with the CDLs. And like I said, they're easy to get, but buddy, you can lose them in a matter of a second, man, in a matter of a second. I want you to think about something. Remember now, your CDLs is not your base, like the base of a plant. Then you got the base, and then you got the plant, or you got a house, a foundation, where your operator's license is your foundation. And then your CDLs is on top of them. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. You can lose your foundation, which is your operator license, and you lose your CDLs. So if you mess up in the car, you can lose your CDL. But if you lose your CDLs, you can still drive a car. You see what I'm saying? So the operator license is the base, the foundation of the house. That's the foundation. That's solid. But you can lose it. It can crack. But we understand one thing, and that is that you have got to be careful what you do out here, not only when you're in the semi, but when you're in your personal vehicle. Your personal vehicle can cause you to lose your CDL. Now, say you get in trouble with your CDL. You get a speeding ticket, you got too many tickets, or you get a DUI in your CDLs. Now that's a DUI. It's going to automatically take your CDLs away. But you can get an SR22 and drive back and forth to work. But you're going to lose your operator's license. And you lose your operator's license for a year. And you can lose your CDLs for a year, depending upon the severity of the crime that you did, okay? But remember one thing, people. Is it worth it? It's a big responsibility for the whole CDL. People that got a CDL holds a big responsibility. And remember, when I tell you that, that means it is your responsibility to inspect your equipment. I've seen people out here driving equipment or pulling trailers that aren't even supposed to be pulled. Seen trailers with wheel seal leaks, and they pulling them. Dude, I don't care if the shop call you on the phone and tell you to pull it. No, you leave it there. Let them send you a repair truck. Because if that hub runs completely dry and it caused those bearings to heat up, boom, and that hub come off, I don't know if you ever seen a set of doers going down the road, but it can catch your vehicle on fire too. It's not worth it, y'all. You don't risk your life for no shop out here, no company. Never risk your life for a company out here. If you feel that equipment that you're driving is unsafe, don't drive it. Please don't. Please. Because I promise you, that's your ticket. That is your ticket. You know what I'm saying? DOT don't give a darn if you say, well, my company made me. They don't care. Believe it or not, you've got more power than you know. driving a truck. You've got more power than you know. You are in control of that vehicle. You move that vehicle and you say you done an inspection, it's all on you. Not on the company, it's on you. Because you said you done an inspection. And I tell you again, I had a disagreement with a driver about this, but remember one thing, y'all, and you think about what I'm saying. A level 1 inspection or a level 2 inspection is only a pre-trip inspection that is done under supervision. That's it. It's a pre-trip inspection that is done under supervision. That means somebody is watching you and everything while you perform that inspection. That's all it is. They're watching you, people. They are. They are watching you. So when you pull up at that scale and they step up there and say, okay, we're going to do a level 1. You already started your day back down the road. You say you done a pre-trip. So that means you checked everything that the DOT officer is fixing to check. You understand what I'm saying? So you're incriminating yourself, Doc. You lied on your logbook. You lied on your inspection. You didn't do an inspection. That's all that is. So, like I said, it's easy to get your CDLs, but it's so fast. You can lose them with the snap of the finger. And now you back to operator's license. It ain't worth it. It is not worth it, Doc. I saw a guy yesterday rolling down the road and smoke coming from his wheel. Tried to signal them. They won't stop. He wouldn't stop. So, you know, I hate that, because if something happened on down his journey, and I'm praying that it didn't, if it did, somebody innocent got hurt. We've had too many accidents out here, people. Look at the news, man. Every day it's a truck accident somewhere, different part of the state, the country. There is an accident involving a truck. Why? Because people are making careless mistakes. Careless mistakes. Yes. They said the guy that caused the accident in Texas was watching TV. Now, I've passed several drivers going down interstate on 40 and 81, watching movies going down the road. Yeah, I passed several of them doing it. But like I said before, you get away with it the first time. You get away with it the second time. You might get away with it for a month, 6 months, a year. But when it catch up with you, that's going to be the day that you regret it. It is. That's going to be the day you regret it. Because something tragic is going to happen. Okay? So, like I said, that's one of the topics that I wanted to talk about that and everything, but it's just, I was sitting at home just looking at the news, and then I was looking at some more stuff and realizing that just how easy it is to lose your license. You get caught in your personal vehicle with a cell phone, holding a cell phone, and you get a ticket for having your cell phone in your hand. Okay, you got a CDL. It ain't gonna count with the federal, but it sure gonna get you, man. You ain't gotta pay that $27.50, but you're gonna have to go to court and see what the fine is gonna cost, and it's on your license. Yeah, the points are gonna hit you, but that money fine won't hit you, but them points gonna hit you. And what do you think the company gonna find out when they run your annual, which is an annual MVR that every company runs on every driver? They run an annual MVR on you, and you have to list any tickets that you got, and you list a ticket on there of you get a ticket for electronic device in your hand. What you think they're gonna say? What you think they're gonna do to you? Can they terminate you for that? Yeah, because you're on their insurance. You can be terminated for that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. You have to look at all that. You have to think about all that before you get your CDLs. Think about that before you get those CDLs. Because I promise you, I promise you, you're going to regret it. Sorry about that, guys and ladies. That was the missus calling. Mama first. But like I said, that's just how quick it is. That's just how fast you can lose your CDL, Doc. And I got to kind of wonder, why would you ride down the interstate, okay, which we got drivers do it, ride down the interstate smoking reefer in your truck, but then you got the windows up. Don't you know, number one, is against the law. Number two, is against your CDLs. But you riding down the road with your windows up, the smell gets in the fabric in your truck. It gets in your clothes. It gets in the seat and everything. And then when you, all of a sudden, you just ride and you think you got it made. Next thing you know, boom, you look up. Sorry about that, guys and ladies. I had to carry it over. I had to go and punch you in right quick, but I had to carry it over to Saturday. Today is Saturday, November the 1st, from Friday. Like I said, you look up and then all of a sudden you see flashing blue lights behind you. What you gonna do? You ain't had the window. You didn't let your windows down. So if you continue to drive, now you're leaving. You're fleeing. So they can hit you for that and stuff. Refusing to stop. It's just not worth it, guys. To my newer drivers that's getting into this, if you smoking reefer, you like to drink, this ain't the place for it, Doc. This ain't the place for it. If you want to do it, then get you a hotel on the weekend. The truck is not the place for that, guys, ladies. It's not. That's all I'm saying. You finna ruin your whole life, your whole career. Because once they stop you, that's it. That is it. And then if you try to outrun them, you just made matters worse. From a citation to now jail time. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. It's just so much stuff that I'm seeing in the trucking industry now that I've never seen before. Guys out here flashing weapons while they're in their truck. That's for your protection, your privacy, your eyes only. Nobody need to see that, you know. Nobody need to see it because you're just opening up a can of worms. If you're a company driver, you're opening up a can of worms. If you're a lease driver, you're opening up a can of worms because you're flashing it. Somebody see it in your company. You know, yes, you got telltales at every company. We'll run back, show it to safety, show it to the company, and boom, next thing you know, you're terminated. You done lost your job. So it's not worth it, man. That's something you're supposed to keep to yourself if that's what you're doing. You know, I'm all for protection out here, to protect yourself out on the road. With the way things going now in the trucking industry, you need protection. But if you're going to carry, make sure you do it the right way. Get your license. Get a license, and that way you know you legit and stuff, you know, which I know some states now are considered permitless. So, you know, it's good, but it's even better if you got a license and stuff, you know. But if you are doing it, you know, I tell my nephew, you know, keep it to yourself, man. Don't get on social media broadcasting all that, you know, because it can get you in some trouble. It can get you in trouble. I promise it can. But and another thing, and that is that if you have a quick temper, you can't take being called a name calling or something like that, being called out your name or being cursed at or being face to face with somebody in your face. You don't need to carry nothing like that with you. Because one thing about it, once you pull it, hey, you better pray to God you had a right to pull it and you had a right to use it. Because if you don't, you just created a whole different ball game for yourself. You finna be somebody female in prison. So it's not worth it. It's not, guys, ladies, it's not. But like I said, I'm all for protecting yourself out here. It is getting worse. Some places you can't sleep at night. and you think you sitting somewhere, you're going to get some sleep, and then all of a sudden some knucklehead want to come and try to break in your truck or try to break in your trailer. But just remember one thing, what's in that trailer is insured. But what's in your truck, that's your home. You got a right to protect your home and protect you. But what's back there in that trailer, they pay insurance for it. Every time they put a load on any one of these trailers, it's insured. It is insured. Your life is more important than what's in that trailer back there, okay? Remember that if you're getting into this. Another thing you got to remember if you're finna get into this trucking industry is you got to learn to respect all race, nationality, and color out here. In trucking, you don't see that. You see a fellow brother or sister out here trying to make a living and provide for their family. That's what it's all about in trucking. So you got to ask yourself, can I respect my fellow driver out here and everything? If you can't, don't get into trucking. Don't get into trucking. And respect can mean several things. Parking on the fuel outlet while you go in, take a shower, take a dump, everything like that. And you know you got trucks behind you. You can't do that. Go find a parking space when you get through fueling. Okay? You've got to do that. That's called respect. You get to a customer, you see a truck already in front of you. Now that I've had happen to me several times. I get to a customer, I'm the first one there, I put it to bed, wake up, there's some trucks in front of me, boom, they went in and checked in. Ain't no need of me getting an attitude. Why not? Because first off, I should have looked at that customer and see what time they open. I should have set my alarm clock to get up 30 minutes before they open, so I can be the first one in there. I'm the first truck here, be the first one in line to get checked in. Don't get an attitude if you wake up and see another truck that jumped in the dock before you, and you're like, well, man, I was here before him. Well, it's not based on that. It's based on who get in there and check in first, okay? If you sitting there sleeping and overslept, he done came in, they unlocked the door, he went in, checked in, signed in, boom, they put him in the door. They waiting on you to come in. Well, hey, I was here before that guy. It don't matter. It don't work like that, people in trucking. It don't. It works like the idea that, hey, you get up, you go in there, you check in first. Set your alarm clock. To my young drivers out here, set your alarm clock so that you can get up and get in there and check in, okay? But if you don't get an attitude with the driver that will go in there and check in before you. And respect the people parking lot. If they allow you to park overnight, respect it. Don't dump piss in the parking lot, dump piss in the grass. If you're going to get some grass, dump some piss in the grass. You don't pour it in the parking lot. That's the reason why we can't park at too many scale houses, because DOT don't want to get out there in the parking lot performing a level 1 inspection and on a creeper, or a level 2 on a creeper, and he's rolling up and down under the trailer and all he's smelling is piss in the hot sun. No DOT officer wants that. None. You don't see too many DOT officers. You don't see too many DOT officers inspecting livestock. Why? That's a risk they take going up under their trailer. You know, they go up under there if they want to, and it's loaded with cattle. Even if it ain't loaded with cattle, if it ain't been washed out, I wouldn't go up under it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even put it over the pit, because ain't no telling what's going to drip out from up under there, you know. I've seen incidents where you ride down the road and go past a cow trailer, and one of the cows just liquid, just all the, what the world? Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. But that's what I'm talking about. Respect. You got to respect your drivers out here. Number 2, let's talk about another respect that we don't do out here. And some of this, what I'm talking about, I'm finna talk about now, I fault the driver. If you go in a truck stop and you going through the truck stop and you look over to your left and you see all reefer units bagged beside each other, why you gonna go over there with a dry van or flatbed or a tanker and park beside them? And then you want to go fussing and clowning. Doggone reefer unit ran all night, man. All that loud noise, man, it don't make no damn sense. Well, it may not make no sense, but you had an option. You see, you had that option to park over there with the dry van and the other non-noisy trucks. Some reefer units are quiet, some are noisy. Me, I'm a reefer man. I love pulling reefer. I'll take a reefer any day over anything out here. A reefer unit, I'll take it any day over any load out here. I enjoyed that in my trucking career, is refrigerated trailers. I just love it. I love the sound. The sound puts me to sleep. I know if that unit don't come on, something is wrong. I'm waking up. It's a time sensor. I mean, it'll let you know. So I am a reefer guy, because one thing about refrigerated, I said before and I say it again, you have the best of both worlds with a reefer unit. If you're somewhere and there's no dry load, flip the unit on, you got refrigerated, temperature load. If it's somewhere there's no temperature load, cut the unit off, you got a dry van. It's the same thing. If you notice, both units can only carry 45,000 pounds or 46 at the most. That's it. Either way it go, 45, 46. So it really wouldn't make any difference on that there. You got the best of both worlds. But that's respect. That's respect. Guy, if you're in a reefer unit, you see none but dry vans, don't pull over there with them dry vans and you pull in a loud reefer unit, because now you're disturbing the drivers. But if that is the only spot and they're bag men, pull in. Because what's happening now is you sent your noise to the back of their trailers, not to the front where they're sleeping. The noise is at the back, so pull in. That puts your reefer unit away from them and everything. But like I say, respect has been destroyed in the trucking industry. We don't respect each other out here. And before y'all say anything, Scooby-Doo, let Scooby-Doo say this. I do know that, hey, you can go help some people and they'll go off on you because they think you're trying to tell them how to drive. So still, volunteer. If they say they don't need it, step back. But still, be on the lookout for them. Okay? Still, be on the lookout for them. Okay? Because simple fact, they're not thinking. And if they bag into some, first thing they'll say is, hey, you sat there and you saw me. You didn't say nothing. Well, I tried to help you, but you turned me down. So I just sat back. Don't let a driver make a mistake that you can catch and correct. Even if he don't want it, still blow your horn or something. Because if he hear that horn blow, he going to stop anyway and get out. 9 out of 10, he'll get stopped and get out. Okay? Even though he didn't want your help. Hey, it is what it is. Okay? But we have got to get back to respecting each other. Okay? We've got to get back in respecting each other in this trucking industry. But like I said, if you can't deal with being gone from home from a long period of time, you can't deal with sleeping in truck stops, rest areas, customers, shippers, receivers, a parking area, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. You can't take sharing a shower or a bathroom with another guy, a different race or something. This ain't for you. You've got to do all that. You know, if you don't want to do it, the only way you're going to keep from doing it is every time your 10-hour comes up, find you a hotel where you can park your truck and trailer, go pay for a hotel room and go in there and go to bed. You got the whole hotel to yourself, but you're still sharing it with somebody because somebody was in that room before you checked in. They just cleaned it up. They do the same thing at a truck stop. They clean them, but they might not clean them to your specs. Always wear your shower shoes when you're going in the shower, okay? But like I said, y'all, other than that, today we took this over into Saturday. I'm here Saturday working. We had to come in Saturday to move a few trailers around. But other than that, respect each other. Respect your fellow drivers. If you're interested in getting into the trucking industry, think long and hard of the changes that you've got to make in your life to get into this. You're going to have to make some changes. I promise you, y'all. Okay? So think about that before you get into it. You're going to have to make some changes in this profession and everything because you're going to be away from home. The baby going to break her arm. The baby going to get sick. Just things are going to happen. But you got to do what you got to do to support your family out here. Okay? Whatever you want to do it. You want to lease, you want to buy a truck, whatever the case may be, do what you want to do. Because nobody out here is paying your bills but you. You sit back and listen to what other people say out here and let you miss out on a blessing. Nobody knows how your blessing's going to come. Nobody knows how you're going to be blessed. Okay? But one thing I do want you to do is continue to trust God up above, the Father and the Son, and respect your fellow drivers, no matter what. I don't care what they do, what they say to you. I got drivers I work with. Some of them, companies that I worked at that I promise you, man, they make you pull your hair out your head, man. But one thing about it, I've never could say that the respect got beyond where it's supposed to be. It got out of line, but it wasn't that far. Okay, you was able to bring it back in check right there. Respect is a word that we've got to bring back no matter what. We've got to respect each other out here in this trucking industry if you want it to work. If you want it to work, you've got to respect each other, okay? Guys, you got to respect that lady at the house because she's carrying your load when you're not there. She's mama, she's daddy, she's the bill payer. So you got to respect your wife no matter what. Respect your wife. She's the one that got your back. When the guys out here that you think are your friends are trying to stab you in the back. Okay? I had a lot of friends. I've had a lot of friends that have stabbed me in the back. But hey, one thing about being a Christian, you know how to take that friend and give them over to the Lord. Okay? You know how to give that friend to the Lord, and you don't change the way you act toward them. You just know what to do and how to do it. You limit everything with them, okay? But like I said to each and every one, be careful out here. Be safe. Hope and pray that you had a safe and blessed Halloween. Nobody threw any eggs, pumpkins, bricks, or anything over overpasses. That's my biggest fear when I was out on the road. I've always stopped driving at 6 o'clock in the evening. I stopped driving if I was out on Halloween. I did not move my truck. I stayed in the rest area no matter what because of that reason. I've had pumpkins thrown over overpass at me. I had eggs, a whole dozen of eggs thrown down on top of my truck. I've had, I'm not going to say it was a brick, but I had something that hit the top of the truck, and the fern up on the top got cracked. When I got up that morning and looked, it had a crack in it. So I'm going to say it was a brick. It could have been a metal object. I don't know, but I thank God that it landed and hit the fern up on the top of the truck. Now, at the time that it hit me coming out from under the bridge, hey, wasn't nobody behind me. So I thank God for that and everything. But like I said, other than that, y'all, I'm going to bring it to an end. Y'all be careful, be safe, keep the good Lord with you in everything you do and say, and continue to keep Scooby-Doo and my wife in your prayers. We'll do the same for each and every one of you all. We love you. We thank God for you. And remember, think before you get into this. It's a lot you have to give up for them CDLs. It's a lot you have to give up for them CDLs. Okay? It's a lot. And continue to respect each other. Respect your fellow man. Male, female, whatever the case may be. Respect. Respect your fellow driver because we're all doing the same thing. My CDLs don't say nothing different. The only difference between my CDLs and your CDL, mine said Tennessee, yours said Texas. Yours might say Texas, his might say California. That's the only thing different about your CDL and my CDL. All right? This is your boy Scooby-Doo. Y'all be careful, be safe, love you, and we'll talk again on Monday. Well, no, we can't talk Monday. Your boy Scooby-Doo got jury duty. Whoa. Your boy Scooby-Doo got jury duty. But I'll let you know how it go and everything. I might be able to talk a little bit, and I might not. But I'll let you know Monday how that go, man. I ain't done jury duty in over. What is it? Been about 12, 13 years now, man, since I've done jury duty. It'll be something new. I'll let you know how it go. This is your boy Scooby-Doo. We'll talk to you then. Scooby-Doo.